What's up, MMA fans? Evil Eddie has asked me, Minion McGrognon, to put together the simplest summary of the upcoming changes to the unified rules of MMA as voted on by the Association of Boxing Commissions on the 2nd of August 2016. And yes, if you're wondering what happened to the audio, I'm British, so no need to adjust your sound settings, it won't help. Right, so I've put as simply as possible, the most notable upcoming changes to the unified rules of MMA are as follows. In clarification of judging criteria, it was emphasised what judges should deem necessary for a fighter to win a round. It was said effective striking and grappling is the most important in judging this. Only if both fighters are 100% equal in this category will effective aggressiveness and fight area control be taken into account. But if one fighter is in any way dominant in effective striking and grappling, this alone will be enough to win them the round. Equally, the criteria of a 10-8 round will be enforced as follows. Dominance, duration and impact, which is similar to damage but with emphasis on moments that could finish the fight. If a fighter demonstrates any two of these, the judges will consider a possible 10-8 round. But if they demonstrate all three, they have to award a 10-8 round to the fighter. Next is an amendment to the definition of a grounded fighter. It used to be if one hand, fist or even a finger was touching the ground, therefore avoiding illegal kicks or knees to the head. But for various reasons this will be scrapped and a fighter will have to have both, either both hands or both fists or a combination thereof, touching the canvas to be considered a grounded fighter. With eye pokes being such a problem, as a preventative measure, extended fingers will now be considered a foul. Before the eye poke happens, the action of extending your fingers towards your opponent's face will in itself be a foul. If the fingers are pointing up or pointing towards the legs or body, this will be allowed, just not when they are extended towards the face. And as with any foul in MMA, the referee will give as many warnings as they see fit before ultimately the fighter will be deducted a point. Next, they decided to remove heel kicks to the kidneys from the list of illegal actions. So now, if the fighter on bottom wants to kick the kidneys to help improve their position, they will be allowed to do so. Equally, clavicle grabbing will also be removed from the list of illegal actions. If a fighter chooses to dig their fingers into the collarbone, this will be allowed. And finally, female MMA fighters' attire will be standardised. No more baggy, loose-fitting or long-sleeve clothing. Simply sports bra or short-sleeved or sleeveless rash guards will be permitted. Below the waist, it will be the same as for the men, but without the obligatory groin guard. So there you have it. These proposed changes were voted on and passed. But don't worry if this is a lot to take in, as it was agreed upon that these changes won't come into effect until the 1st of January 2017. This has been a Minion McGrognon production for Pure Evil MMA. Check out my YouTube channel or find me on Twitter if you go by the title of MMA Fan. Back to Evil Eddie in the Pure Evil MMA studio. This has been Minion McGrognon saying I'll catch you on the other side of that bell.